Hello friends, a very important change in the place of supply provisions. Why the place of supply is important? The place of supply the place of supply provisions will determine whether it is an intrastate supply where you will charge CGST and SGST, or an interstate supply where you will charge IGST. So there is a amendment which has been brought in the IGST Act in the year 2023, which is an important amendment. Now if you see the place of supply provision section 10 subsection 1, this says if there is a movement of goods, so if you are supplying and there is a movement of goods either by the supplier or by the recipient or by any other person, the place of supply of such goods shall be where the movement of goods terminates. So I will give you with an example. Suppose there is a factory, the customer comes and he takes the delivery from the gate. That is, the supplier actually gives the delivery of goods in the gate of the supplier, and the responsibility of the supplier gets extinguished there, and from there the recipient takes the goods. Now the recipient, if he takes the goods to suppose a different state, now should he charge, because the movement of goods for the supplier gets terminated in his gate itself. So should he charge CGST, SGST, that is whether for him it is a intrastate supply, or if the recipient is carrying the goods to some other state, it is a interstate supply. So there is always a controversy or confusion whether the supplier should charge interstate or intrastate. There is no doubt there is no confusion if the supplier supplies the goods to the customer or the recipient to other state. That is, he takes the responsibility and supplies or transports the goods, then there is no question, because the supplier is taking the goods and delivering it. The question or the confusion arises where the recipient goes to the supplier's premises and takes the delivery. There is a case, Kerala High Court judgment in the case of Kun Motors, where the Kerala High Court has told the ownership, in this particular case, the ownership of the goods actually is given to the customer in the premises of the seller. So the High Court has told the ownership actually gets transferred in the seller's premises. So the pivotal factor for establishing the place of supply in this case is the sale agreement. So the sale agreement says, okay, he is delivering the goods in the seller's premises. So the ownership gets transferred to the seller's premises. Hence, the place of supply should be the premises of the seller. So it's an intrastate supply. CGST, SGST should be charged. Again, it is a open topic. It is prone to litigation, and still the clarification is pending, and there is no proper clarity on this. But there is an amendment which has happened in 2023 in section 10, which pertains to B2C transaction, where the customer or the recipient is an unregistered person. In such cases, if the recipient's address is known to the seller, in such case, whatever his address is there, if it is outside the state, it should be interstate, IGST should be charged. If the address is within the state, CGST, SGST, it's an intrastate supply. Suppose if the address is not there, he doesn't have the address, then the place of the seller itself will be the place of supply, and IGST, SGST and CGST should be charged. So this is an amendment which is pertaining to B2C transactions. And the address as per this amendment, so there is an explanation. If the address is available, it need not be a complete address. Even if you mention the state, that is as good as mentioning the address. So if you don't have a complete address, just mentioning the state itself will be a place of supply determination. Now this clarification for B2C, B2B still it is a open Pandora box. there are chances of department questioning you why you have charged IGST when you should have charged CGST, SGST, and vice versa. So be careful in such transactions, and as far as possible, try to determine the place of supply properly so that tomorrow you don't land into a trouble where you have paid IGST and then you are again, the department comes and tells you to pay CGST, SGST, so or vice versa. So thank you so much for watching this video.